guys had practice or going to practice?
Just had lifts. We're going to practice at one.
Outside or inside?
Outside.
Downstairs or it's outside?
It's outside.
Okay.
No, we've been outside every day.
Really?
It's been tough, but it's been alright.
Well, that's a stud. You've been practicing outside. All right.
It ain't snowing out there. They can practice.
That's it. All right. Let me get this. I got detained this morning.
You got what?
Detained.
Oh, what's that?
Pulled over.
Oh,
Detained. No. And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live on the road on a Monday. Oh, it has been a Monday. So good morning. Thanks for being with us. We are live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, where it's family night tonight. It is. It's family game night tonight. So from 5 till 7 o'clock, it says, enjoy a night of family and games. Every family receiving a board game to take home while supplies last. There's a minimum supply. So if you're into board games, good place to come. Right here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. It's warm in here this morning. It'll be warm tonight. It's going to be cold down in the single digits. Everybody's flipping out. It's like it's wintertime. It's supposed to be cold. I mean, but look at it this way, too, which is how I look at it. Every day the sun comes up, it's a day closer to spring and hot weather. So, anyway, we're here. We're going to be joined by Eddie Morrell, the wrestling coach from Elizabethton. Randy's going to talk about Liberty Celebration and the auditions for the official outdoor drama of the great state of Tennessee. Brian Rickert joins us, the bowling coach from Milligan University, where they're ranked number 2 in the country, which is pretty impressive. And we've got Gary Rose going to join us, talk about SEC basketball. Tennessee took one on the chin Saturday, but the Lady Vols snapping Alabama's 18-game home winning streak yesterday. So the Lady Vols, everybody says she can't coach. Well, that's obviously not true. She's undefeated in the SEC. Big test again. They're all big tests. Big test on Thursday night when Kentucky comes to town, which is a basketball team that can really play. So anyway, here we go. Let's crank it up. Let's get with the national anthem. We'll be joined by Coach Morrell. They got a bigger match tomorrow night down in Greenville against the Green Team. We'll find out all about that as we get it started. Let's start with the national anthem, and let's see who goes first here today, or who gets to go today. Not first, but who goes today. And why not? How about Chris Stapleton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 2428, on our way to 2500.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's past gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular upon for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, guest number one is our buddy Eddie Morrell from the Elizabethton wrestling team for the you folks out of state and out of town. Wrestling is big around here, and we had the John Clark Classic on Saturday. First off, good morning. How you doing, sir?
Season's beatings.
Season's beatings. That's exactly right. I love when he says that. So, anyway, it was a big night and a big day all day Saturday, right across the street to high school. So, tell us what happened, sir.
Well, we had 8 teams from around the area come in, and every team that came had a winning record. So, we had good competition. Everybody got 5 matches. We went undefeated on the day. We beat our opponents by an average of 60-12.
Wow.
So it was a good day. Our team seems to be peaking at the right time. They're strong in their faith. They're strong in their commitment, and it's starting to show. We had a unique situation happen because when you have 8 teams, you split up into 2 pools, and there was a green team on the other side of the pool. So the green team won all their matches. We won all our matches, and we agreed to forego the championship match.
Because you're going to do it tomorrow night.
We're going to do it tomorrow night. All the marbles, the clock plaque, and the region championship get determined tomorrow night in Greenville.
Wow. So you got down to you two could have played and should have played or wrestled off, if you will.
Yep.
You said, nah.
Well,
This is why.
actually, we both said nah. Nobody wants to get needlessly injured.
No.
And, the region counts for something, because whoever wins at region is going to go on to the Knoxville section and face the number 2 team, whereas the second place team is going to face the number 1 team. In this case, it's my old buddies at Pigeon Forge. So, we really want to be peaking tomorrow night and take home that championship.
There you go. This is a big deal. So, again, we have a lot of out-of-town watchers and viewers. So, Elizabethton, town of 15,000. Greenville, town of about 15,000. Big rival. Whatever we play them in, from checkers to tiddlywinks to you name it, it's a big deal. And tomorrow night's a big deal because it's for the regional wrestling championship.
Yes, sir.
Let's run down some of the kids' records. Let's start. I'll actually just go at the very bottom, the lightweights, and work our way up.
Well, our 106-pounder Reagan Sansom has won 25 matches this year, so he's done real well. Our 113-pounder Jacob Jenkins has won 33 this year. We have several kids that are closing in on 40. Jenkins at 33. Dodge Ayers at 120 is just surpassing the 25 mark. He's at like 26-9. Now, at 132 pounds, Peyton Vanover has wrestled every match of the season, and he is sitting right now at 39-9, so he should hit 40 tomorrow.
Wow.
And Jacob Clevenger was out with a shoulder problem for about a week, so he's a little bit behind. He's like 37-3.
Dadgummit, come on.
I know, right?
Come on, Clevenger, get it together.
Anyway.
Yeah,
but,
really.
And at 144 pounds, we have a freshman, Landon Reedy, that has won 29 matches at 144 pounds.
As a freshman.
That's
awesome.
And
Wow.
and it just gets better. At 157 pounds, or at 150 pounds, I have a senior, Jacob Presley, and he's just over the 20 mark. He's 21-17. At 157 pounds, Carson Thompson. Now, 157 pounds. That's a boy in a man's land. That is a boy in a man's land. Carson has still won 14 matches on the year. I'm very proud of his efforts, and he's only going up from here. At 165 pounds, Matthew Hain is 27-9. 175 pounds, David Wright is 34-10. Let's see, 190 pounds, Leif Urbach is 24-13. At 215 pounds, a sophomore, Noah Singleton, is 36-4.
Wow.
And
These
that's
are impressive.
yes, and heavyweight is split between two people this year. T. Vaughn is at 17 and 10, the lovely and talented Roger T. Vaughn, and Donald Singleton is at 9 and 14. So, what's really impressive about these guys, obviously, our middleweights are just not to be messed with, and they're sophomores.
A lot of these guys you'll hear on the football field, too.
You will hear a lot of these guys on the football field.
Yep.
You know, Thompson, Wright, and Hain played their freshman year. We're trying to talk them back to the field for their junior year. Who else? A lot of my JV guys. Elijah Robinette is a freshman this year. Got a lot of playing time as a freshman on the field. So, yeah, we're exploring that symbionce between the two sports. Look, if you're above 160 pounds and you are not on the mat wrestling in the off season for football, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're going to learn footwork. You're going to learn hand control. You're going to learn how to move a body.
Exactly right.
You know, it's just the two go hand in hand.
Growing up in the hills of West Virginia, outside of Charleston, wrestling was a big deal. I mean, a big deal. And it still is up there, and it still is down here. So my point of that is, growing up, I realized we had a big invitational in school time and brought in all these big teams. I mean, it was probably wrestling, really, in the winter sports back up home when I was in school was right on the same level as basketball. It was a big deal. So it's a big deal
Absolutely.
down here, too. Tomorrow night, regional championship. So what does that mean on the way to the state? I mean, what happens after that?
Well, what happens after that is the top two in the region will go to sectional, or for those of you that are familiar with the basketball layout, sub-state.
Okay.
Okay, the top two will wrestle the 1 and 2 from the other side of the sub-state, and then the 1 and 2 from that meeting, which will be Friday and Saturday. The top two from that meeting go to the state dual meet tournament.
So there's two ways to go to wrestling. You can go as an individual, go as a team. Is that correct?
That is correct. The
Okay.
only sport sanctioned by the TSSAA that has two championships.
Yep. So you can go as an individual, or you go as a team. This particular, obviously, is a team. So
Yes.
who's on the other side? Do you know? It's Greenville and Elizabeth and here. Who's
It's
over
Greenville,
there?
Elizabeth, and here. The other side, it's my buddies at Pigeon Forge on top, and Seymour High School on the number 2 spot.
So that's their 1 and 2.
Yep.
Okay. So we wrestle tomorrow night. They wrestle, and then the 2 get together, or the 4 get together.
Yep. The 4 get together. If we do not win, we will go to Pigeon Forge on Friday.
Right.
If we win, Seymour will come to us on Friday.
So it'll be 1 versus 2.
Yes.
Got you.
Yes,
So
sir.
the key is to win. If you win, you're at home, number 1.
Yep. If you win, you're at home.
Ooh, it's good.
Yes,
Good
sir.
stuff. We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Again, let me see what's. There's what I couldn't figure out what it was. There it is. All right, it's way too hot. Let's fix this right here. There we go. That's in. Now talk to me. See if I can get
Talk
you.
to me.
There you go. Need to get you
All right,
just a little bit more. There you
little
go.
bit more? All right.
I got you. No, you're fine. I'm tweaking over here, tweaking the knobs. Hello, Floyd Nave. Hello, Coach Jenkins, watching the show. So, you told me off here the other day, when you hit 25 wins on that plateau, that means you're basically a successful year. Is that right?
That is definitely a successful year, and to have as many kids as we have having successful years, you know, like I said, it speaks to their commitment, it speaks to their work ethic, it speaks to their faith as a team. About 2/3 of my team go to church together.
Oh, really?
Yep, absolutely.
That's awesome.
And it is awesome. You know, we make sure that that mindset is prominent in our room, and that we're working toward, you know, not just victories, but becoming better young men and better carriers of the Spirit.
I like it. I like how we talk here on the show. It's good. So, anyway, that's what's coming up tomorrow night. Now, we got ladies wrestling, too. How are they doing this year?
Well, Sadie Kellerman is 24 and 2, and she's well back on her way. She was actually region champ last year, and we expect her to repeat as the region champ at 120 pounds. A big surprise for us this year is Sophia Swink. Now, you may recognize Sophia as the drum major at EHS. She has come out and just set fire to everything in front of her. It's utterly ridiculous. I've been coaching a long time, and including my own kids, I have never seen somebody pick up things as quickly as she does.
Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she's been wrestling about 20 minutes in the real world, okay, and she's 21-3.
Wow.
Yeah.
What grade is she?
She is a junior,
Oh.
so we'll get to see her again
Next
next
year.
year.
That's awesome.
She's already getting some interest from some colleges. We've talked to a couple of colleges, so we're looking real forward to seeing what Sophia has to offer.
Let's talk about that. Scholarships for wrestlers. There's a lot of money left on the table, isn't there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Wrestling, women's wrestling, golf, and bowling are probably the most underutilized sports scholarships in college sports. And with NIL, the way that it is now, a wrestler can actually afford to train correctly and afford to have correct nutrition. Now, they're not going to set the world on fire. I think the biggest NIL deal for a collegiate wrestler is Jax Forrest, and he's at about $230,000. But you can be a varsity wrestler in a Division I school and have enough money to, like I said, train properly, have proper nutrition, and concentrate on, number one, your studies, and then your athletic career, and not have to worry.
So there are scholarship dollars and there is NIL money out there for wrestling.
Absolutely.
I love it. Should be. It's a great sport. Once you go watch it, and it's not what you see on WWE and all that. I mean, this is a whole different animal. And so, again, you call it Greco-Roman, is that right?
No, this is high school is called folk style wrestling. Now, the U.S. and Canada are the only countries that practice folk style wrestling, and it's been it's an offshoot of catch as catch can wrestling, and started about 1930. And we are by far the biggest progenitors of folk style wrestling. The rest of the world wrestles freestyle wrestling or Greco-Roman wrestling. Greco-Roman, you can't use your legs. So
Upper body only?
you're throwing people back and forth. Freestyle is a lot like catch as catch can, and that's what's wrestled. Those two styles are what's wrestled in the Olympics. Those are the styles that we wrestle during the summer so that we can get better at full body movement, balance, throwing, and technique.
In the fall.
And that exactly.
Yeah. You hit a milestone this year. Let's brag on Eddie Morrell.
100 wins is a cyclone. I can't even put it into words. I grew up Cyclone, left for a little while and went to North Central Ohio and learned a little more about wrestling and getting my head beat in, and managed to come back here, secure a spot, and do something that I love for these kids. And as a part of the school system, these are the kids that I take in. I work with the alternative school, and I work a lot there with personality and behavior. And wrestlers aren't that far removed from that. There's a lot of personality and behavior involved. So I love working with these kids. And I'm not going to say the wins are almost secondary, because we all keep the W's and L's,
Sure,
whether we want to or not. But 100 wins as a Cyclone means to me that we have established ourselves as part of this community and have yet another source of pride for anybody that wears the orange and black.
We're very proud of you, sir. So keep it up tomorrow night. Go wrestle the green team down there. If you win it, you're back here on Friday?
Back here on Friday.
Friday.
Yep.
Against either Seymour or Pigeon Forge.
We will, Seymour and Pigeon Forge have already wrestled. That's set.
Oh, you already said.
Yeah. So if we win, we're here Friday against Seymour.
I got you.
Yep.
All right. You know what the Raiders say, which we don't do much, but their mantra is just win, baby. Yep.
Just win.
I know you're a football guy. Tonight, national championship, Indiana, Miami. Who do you like and
Look,
why?
you can't ignore Miami. You can't ignore Miami. Okay, nobody thought they'd be where they are. Nobody thought that they would blaze through the teams that they blazed through. You can't ignore Miami.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. So everybody's talking Indiana. They just want to hand it to Indiana.
Yep. You can't hand it to anybody at this point.
No.
We had talked briefly about NIL. One of the things that NIL has done is spread athletes across the country. It's shotgun scattered them. Okay, so sure, the SEC is still a strong conference. Okay, the Big Ten is still a strong conference, if you ever thought the Big Ten was a strong conference. The ACC is still a strong conference, but everybody is more spread out, and the talent is more equal across the board now. How anybody could ever think that Miami didn't have a shot is it's old thinking. You can't really think that way anymore.
Everybody's got a shot, I think, if you get on a roll, and that's what Miami's done, and they're a good football team.
Yep.
For me, it always goes back to two things: special teams, and who's going to win the battle in the trenches. It's real simple. So,
Well, and as far as the trenches go, being D line, I know a little bit about the trenches.
yeah, I know.
And Indiana and Miami are pretty evenly matched.
Yes.
I think it's going to be a matter of who gets to those gaps first.
Yeah.
If the O can cover their gaps, then it's going to be a long night for everybody. If Miami gets that half step on them, I'm telling you, look for a surprise.
Yep. Carson Beck and Mendoza, if they get a chance to get back there and get settled in,
Yep.
and get settled in where they can throw the football, look out. But they're
Well,
on the
and-
move, and they're snapping and running. They're getting happy feet.
Well, and Beck's a great pocket passer. Spending 9 years in college football will help you do that. So, but he's a great pocket passer. But like you just said, get either of them outside the pocket where they're having to do a little footwork, and it's going to be a long night for either of them.
You got it.
You know,
Well, see it.
Indiana's well coached. I've got nothing but respect for them. I think you're coming out of the Midwest. You're hard nosed to begin with, and you bring that onto the football field. It makes for a great competition. But I'm not overlooking Miami.
No, they're there for a reason, folks.
Yes, sir.
They're not a fluke.
Yes, sir.
Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you, sir.
Go Cyclones.
We are.
Marshall,
Thank you.
get you some lunch, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Quick break. We'll be right back. Randy's here, and also Brian Rickards here. We got them stacked up, ready to go. Randy's next on the Tom Taylor Sports. Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth and your Cowboy store and so much more. We have shoes and boots for guys and gals. We have kids' boots and shoes for the little people, too. Ball caps, Marriott Wrangler, and a large selection of Huey. We have purses, billfolds, handbags. We carry a full line of Montana Silversmith jewelry. We have both Lane Frost and Huey cologne and perfumes. We even have several styles of rugs to choose from and a large kids section full of boots and shoes and jeans and dresses and even stuffed animals. And jeans, and more jeans, both work and casual for guys and gals. Ariat and Wrangler in all sizes and styles. T-shirts for men, women, and kids. For cold weather, we have fleece tops and sweaters. And racks full of men's shirts, including the George Strait line from Wrangler. Short sleeve and long sleeve shirts for men and women. Vests and jackets for the cold days and nights for the guys and the ladies. We have a full line of tack and cowboy hats for cowboys and cowgirls, along with belts and a great selection of saddles. So you see, it is a cowboy store and more. Double C Western Supply, Railroad Street, Elizabethton. Find us on Facebook and at doublecwesternsupply.com.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethton Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethton as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabettoncoc.org.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live on the road. We are here again in Elizabeth and a Chick-fil-A where it's family game night tonight. Enjoy a night of family games from 5 till 7. Every family, while supplies last, gets a board game to take home. Were you a Monopoly guy growing up, or you did play?
And got that money I got to spend.
Yeah, you played Monopoly, Chutes and Ladders,
Chutes and Ladders.
go to head of the class.
Yeah, yeah.
We're telling our age.
That.
You realize
Yeah,
that?
really.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
telling our
that's,
age.
that's just something that you did our
Yeah.
age when we were growing up. I mean, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have the cell phones. And
Amen.
all that. So we just sat around the table and played games
With family.
with family.
And we did
Absolutely.
jigsaw puzzles.
Family?
Yeah.
Family?
Yeah, what's
You
that?
kidding.
Jigsaw puzzles.
Yeah.
Did those too.
Yeah, of course.
That
Still
was-
like doing them.
Oh, I do too. Then we sat on the front porch and we shucked corn.
Yeah,
We peeled apples.
yeah.
We capped strawberries.
And we waved at cars that went by.
Yeah, broke beans.
Whether we knew them or not,
Oh,
we
yeah.
waved at everybody that went by.
Or up home, you do that. You do this.
Yeah, do that.
Throw your head back.
Yeah.
In the hills of West Virginia.
Of course.
That's home. So you throw it head back up, and everybody just knew. I don't know what it meant when you did that.
Good times.
It's just like a nod, wasn't it?
I guess so.
Just an acknowledgement.
Everybody seemed to know what it meant.
Yeah. So, Here's something cool about Elizabeth, and they did it back home. They still do it here. When there's a funeral coming down the road, funeral procession,
Yep,
people still stop their
They
cars
do.
here in Elizabeth.
they do.
They stop their cars, literally. But
Yep.
if it's a two-way road, if it's coming this way,
Yep.
everybody on this side of the road just
Yep,
stops
they do.
and lets the funeral procession go by.
A lot of respect for the family.
Most places don't do that
They
anymore.
don't.
Trust me.
They don't.
So, hello, William Welch. Hello to Bob Blackwell. So, Kyle Tucker. I mean, the Dodgers kind of sewed this thing up, I would think, on paper. I wouldn't say they're invincible, but that's pretty dadgum close. These guys are loaded, and so Kyle Tucker signs this $240 million contract in 4 years. So I broke it down on the show the other day. It breaks down to 300 and some thousand a game. Breaks it down to about $41,000 an
Man.
inning.
An
An inning. 41 grand an inning for this guy.
what is it per bat?
I don't know.
It's got to be more than that.
Well, yeah, because he's only
It's
going
only
back.
going 4 or 5 times a game.
Yeah, but 41,000 an inning ain't too shabby. And so
Pitch.
some innings he's just sitting on the bench and
Yeah.
he's not batting.
Yeah,
So
unbelievable.
does that lock him in to win the championship again with Freddie Freeman and
Who,
Otani and all those guys?
who would bet against it?
And you got an interesting stat because the Dodgers tell us that they're paying a lot of money to win championships.
Yeah, it's an sort of an interesting paragraph here. It says the Dodgers luxury tax payrolls a whopping $413.6 million, 96 million more than any other team. Just think, 96. I mean, how many teams in Major League Baseball have less than $100 million payroll?
Yeah,
But they're
their
just
taxes
on
are
that-
96.
Yeah, just over that, just over
Wow.
that, and they owe 1.08 billion in deferred money across the contracts that are currently on their payroll. $1 billion. I mean, that's how they're doing it.
Yeah,
is-
buying their team.
well, the article goes on down. It says end of this year, collective bargaining comes up, and there may be another lockout for 2027.
Yeah, they're talking about it. So
Last time they had collective bargaining come up before the agreement was signed, they had what, a 3 or 4 month
mhm.
lockout. So could happen again, and it's primarily because of the escalating salaries. Owners want to put a salary cap, and the players won't go for
Won't
that.
go for it.
No.
So we're live here at Chick-fil-A. Place is rocking. It's Martin Luther King Day, so schools are out. And so a lot of youngins in there. Axel Steins is here. Axel Steins shines. He'll be on the show here in a little while.
So that-
Axel Steins shines.
there you
There you go.
There you go.
Coach Rickards will join us coming up next. The bowling coach of Milligan. The ladies are, guess where they are in the ranking in the country?
First, second. Is that
Second.
right?
And he's right over there's the
The
man.
guy can bowl, huh? Or
He can coach the bowlers.
bowling.
Yeah.
Coach bowling.
I'm going to make him show his shoes on the air. Those are the coolest looking shoes. I want a pair of those. It's like you're making a big deal about my shoes, but they look like, aren't they kind of a cross between a tennis shoe and a Croc? What do you think, Randy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I thought it
On his
was.
shoe? I do too. They're really good. I want a pair. So
You know, being the coach of that, you remember back when University of Houston won all of the golf championships,
Mhm.
and their coach was somebody that was not a golfer. He was not a golfer,
Really?
but he knew how to motivate his team and his players and all of that, and that's why they were so good. Freddie Couples and all those guys back then, played for U of H, but he was not a golfer.
So Coach Rickard comes talking about his bowling team, and I'm talking about his shoes.
Yeah.
So there you go.
He may not even be a bowler. He just knows how to motivate his team.
He's got good looking shoes too. I'm just a
Okay.
redneck at
Okay.
heart. So there you
Okay.
go. All right. Hello, Bill Crisellas. That's a brand new name. Thank you, sir. Again, if you missed it, we're going to tell you one more time because we're very proud of this. But we got our Facebook analytics from the calendar year. We hit 1.3 million views. So thank you again to you out there watching the show and the ball games. Do everything we do on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. All added up to 1.3 million last year. So we give him the credit first. It's the Lord's show, and so. But anyway, that's where we are. And Randy's our baseball guy. We're not really quite there yet. Spring training starts. Most
3
of the
weeks.
report anywhere between
Yeah.
February 11th to the 13th. So
Yeah,
it's
2 or
what,
3 weeks.
3 weeks
coming
out?
Coming out. Yeah.
Mets pick up Bo Bichette. Is that a good pickup for the Mets?
They're Dodgers Junior. In other words, they go out and spend the money, but they don't win.
They don't win.
They don't win.
No.
So they're not. But I think a
Spoke
lot of
like
it
it.
has to do to keep them
No,
you know, they're digging in at the Yankees is what they're doing,
Yeah.
I think, but they're not winning.
he's a Yankee guy. Now, the
Right.
Red Sox went out and got Ranger Suarez.
They did.
So, the Red Sox, I thought that improves the front line pitching.
Well,
So-
it does, but there was a little article I saw. Was it yesterday or Saturday? Some professionals, were listing who they thought are experts, who they thought were going to win different divisions and so
Mhm.
forth. They had the Red Sox at the bottom,
Red Sox at the bottom?
of the East.
No, I don't see
I
that.
don't either, but
No. I'll tell you the team you want to watch in the East is the Orioles, my team.
that's who they had picked.
Now, they went out and got some guys.
They did.
If they get Scooble or Framber Valdez, we're set. They're after both of those guys, but we'll see. You're after Cody Bellinger for the Yankees. What do you think?
I don't think they'll.
Don't think so?
Well, unless
Where will he go? He won't go to the Dodgers now, will he?
they won't go to the Dodgers. Maybe go back to the Cubs. Who knows? I don't think so. But the Yankees seem to have given up on him. Maybe he's just asking too much money. But to me, I mean, obviously he's a key piece. He was last year on the offense, but their issue to me was bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
That was really now good teams shut them down because they're home run hitters and they strike out a lot. But they led the majors in scoring, led the majors in home runs, all that good stuff. But you beat somebody by 10 runs one game, the next game you lose 1-0 or something like that. That's just sort of their history.
Yeah.
Their history. Okay.
Randy is here to talk.
One final thing here, Tom. Coming in for
Here.
Leslie. I know she's a lot better looking, so
Yep.
I'm sorry you got to deal with me on
Leslie had to take off, and I
on this
understand
one.
that. But we are here, and we're here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. So the official outdoor drama of the entire state of Tennessee is literally 2 minutes up the road here at
That's
Sycamore Shoals State Park.
That's right.
It's called Liberty Celebration, and we're auditioning for
We're
people.
looking for people to audition, especially men. We need good men to fill some important roles. So they're having auditions this weekend, but I think they're pretty much booked. Now, this is me, and they can use my name, Randy said. But if you can't make it on next Saturday, the 31st, which is the last day to audition, but this Sunday works better, but you haven't signed up, go ahead and go, because there usually are some gaps that they can fill you in. They'll fit you in somehow, some way. So this Sunday, even though the spots are full, if you feel like you can make it then somehow. 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock down here at Sycamore Shoals.
Now, the play itself is in June.
It's in June.
It's every weekend of June, so
Yeah.
we're auditioning now.
Audition now.
And then we start practices and get ready.
They'll start practices the end of February. It'll be Zoom to start with. Zoom calls or whatever you want to call it for 2 or 3 weeks, and then we'll start doing some things at the park. Eventually, working our way outside. So Sunday, January 25th, and then Saturday next Saturday, January the 31st, from 2 to 5.
There you go.
And spots are available for Saturday.
Thanks for coming by, sir.
Well,
Get you back on
and we'll come up with something to talk about.
as soon as we get closer to spring training going, because it'll be here before you know it. Again,
It
most
will.
camps will report anywhere between the 11th and 13th. First actual games are February the 20th. So with inside of a month, tomorrow will be a month, we'll start spring training games, which is
Hard to
exciting.
believe.
Which means all this cold weather we got right now, it's going to be gone. We'll get to it. They're calling for snow and rain or something this weekend. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to Jesse about that.
Yeah, we'll get through all this, and every day the sun comes up today, close to the spring and hot weather. Yeehaw.
We need it.
Amen. We'll take a break. We'll go from baseball and Sycamore Shoals State Park outdoor dramas to the number 2 ranked team in the country in NAIA bowling. Their coach is sitting right over here. We love promoting Milligan University. We got a doubleheader coming up on Wednesday night. University of Pikeville's coming. The Lady Buffs have won 12 in a row. They can play. Whoa, they can play. And the led by Lena Lyons right here in Elizabethton. Graduate, now she's playing for the Milligan Lady Buffs. The men will follow that one. Pikeville's guys ranked 12th in the country. Be a great time for an upset for Milligan men's basketball. But we're going to talk bowling next, right after this, with Coach Rickard on the Tom Davis Sports Show. Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys. We didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend. Attorneys for closing we recommend. And you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins & Company, great sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, T-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely. New color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabeth and City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this through their corporate sponsor. We love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters again at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers Are Winners in Elizabeth and City Schools. Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, we are live here again. Yes, I'm a redneck, and I don't care. This is a guy, I love these. As soon as he walked in, I thought, man, these are really cool shoes. I wear Crocs all the time when I'm around the house working.
These are just fancy Crocs.
Yeah, and so these are made by Nike. Oh, yeah, there's the swoosh. So what is the name of these when I order these?
I think they're called React X.
React X?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what size. I hope they have my size. So typically people don't. So I don't know what size that is. What size?
Should get a promotional fee for this.
Oh, you should?
From Nike.
We should. Yeah, endorse. Yeah, a little NIL money.
That's right.
For the bowling team.
For the bowling team.
Or for Brian Rickards gas fund is what we need. So anyway, that's they're called Reactix.
React-X, yeah.
React-X. I have to check those out. Hope they can get them in 14s or 15s. I hope so. Sometimes you can't get them that big, but we'll see. We're here live again. We are at Chick-fil-A. It is family game night tonight. Enjoy a board game with your family from 5 to 7. While supplies last, it says you take a board game home. That's pretty cool. I don't know what they're playing. Molly's here. Going to try and get her to slow down long enough. This place is rocking to see exactly what the board game is. Did you guys play board games growing up?
Oh, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah. Stratego.
Forgot about that one.
Monopoly,
Parcheesi.
That's right.
Clue. Used to play Clue all the time.
Clue.
The guy, what was it, Mr. Mustard? I think was the name of the librarian or whatever. So,
yeah.
Monopoly, Parcheesi, Clue. Would you say Stratego?
Stratego.
We had more fights growing up, us 4 boys, over Chinese checkers. The marbles. Oh, more fights.
Those work good in a slingshot.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or you get really mad, you clear the deck and take the 10 Chinese checker board and thrash your brother in the head with and bend it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, I've got a little brother.
4. Yeah. There you go. 4 boys fought over air. So that's how you do it. So we got board game. Hello, Becky Muncie down in Union County. Thank you for watching, dear. We're live here again. Hello to Jimmy down in Atlanta watching. Thank you. The big sports news, we'll get to it in just a second. We got lots going on. Sean McDermott canned last night as the head football coach of the Buffalo Bills. Do you follow pro football?
Oh, yeah, it's fun to watch, yeah.
Which team do you follow?
I'm from Michigan, so I'm a Detroit Lions fan.
We
missed the playoffs this year.
Yeah, missed the playoffs. So
too many injuries.
Yep, a lot of injuries. So you're down to the Final 4. You've got the Rams and the Seahawks in the NFC and the Patriots and the Broncos in the AFC for the right to go to the Super Bowl. We'll talk more about that. But Sean McDermott can. So you've got three really prime coaching positions open: the Baltimore Ravens, the Buffalo Bills, who have the parts and pieces to make another run, obviously, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Those are three. The Titans, the Cardinals, and of course my team, the Raiders. Stefanski went from the Browns to the Falcons over the weekend, so they are slowly being filled up. Jennifer Rickard is watching. Will we know Jennifer Rickard?
I better behave.
You better behave.
That's right.
Yep. So, will she make fun of you that you took your shoe off and I showed your shoe in the air?
She will make fun
Yeah.
of me, yes.
Of course, you didn't even do that. I love those shoes. So, can you get them in different colors?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Get them in bright green and orange. And
So you know when I get off there, I'm going to get on the Nike website and order me a pair. So, anyway, Jennifer, by the way, is a huge part of our readers. We just ran the promo. Our readers are winners at Harold McCormick, and so she sets that up in the tour of schools. We'll be going over there in February to showcase great kids doing great things at each of our Elizabeth and city schools, and so she is the point person, does a phenomenal job taking care of us at Harold McCormick Elementary. That would be his better half. So how long y'all been married?
30 years.
30 years. Awesome.
Yep.
That is great.
Yep.
That
She
is
takes
great.
care of me, too.
Yep, she does. She told me that, and she likes to take care of you. She likes her hub, loves her hub. Now, this gentleman comes in number 2 in the nation, correct?
Number 2 in the NAI, yep.
That is awesome. NAIA. How many schools, ballpark, do you think have bowling in America?
There's between 50 and 60.
50 and 60 schools in America. He's number 2 in the whole country. In Little Old Milligan, which is, for folks, again, a lot of out-of-town viewers, Milligan has an enrollment of 1,200, thereabouts.
About 1,000, yeah.
Yeah, 1,000, 1,100 tops. So he's got a team that's rocking it right now. Your all's record is?
Well, we don't have. Think of it like a track meet. So we go to a tournament with 40 schools or 30 schools, and then we can win that, finish second, third. We've finished in the top 10 in every tournament so far this year on the ladies' side. We've won a couple. We just won a tournament out in Las Vegas over the break, over in December, that had 42 schools, and we ended up taking first place, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. 42 bowling teams in Vegas, and Little Old Milligan in East Tennessee brings home the number one, get the trophy or whatever you got, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You get the trophy. We beat some NCAA schools out there. So.
Oh, you played against the big boys too?
We play against the big boys.
Oh, I didn't realize that. So sometimes it's a cross mixture.
Exactly.
Of NAIA, which are smaller schools, and the big boys. All right, so how does one recruit? Because we don't have bowling around here. We have a few schools, but statewide it's not a recognized sport yet. Should be, and hopefully it will be. But how does one recruit bowling kids?
You just get on the road. This week I'll be headed to the Tennessee State Tournament for bowling, which is happening in Smyrna on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We'll go to a national tournament. This year is going to be in Minnesota in July, thankfully in July. So I have to deal with the weather. But yeah, you just get out there and you watch some kids and you see there's a bowling circuit. There's some major tournament throughout different regions in the Southeast and the Midwest. You see who you can find.
So I'm a hot rod bowler. Of course, he coaches the girls' team, the women's team. So I'm a hot rod bowler. Do you go up and talk to me? Do you talk to my parents? Do you talk to me after the match? How do you make contact? How do you walk? I mean, how do you get it going from a recruiting standpoint?
It's yes, exactly. You're going
All
to
the
go up
above?
during the tournament. You're going to say hello, talk to their parents. Social media is a great thing too, because a lot of kids and parents do a lot of good social media marketing. So you might find out, this kid's been doing great, and I can reach out and see what they're interested in. Milligan's a little different school, being a Christian school than your typical public school, so it's a little different atmosphere. I say we have the most fun that you can have sober. So
I love that.
If you're looking for that type of environment to go to college in, and you're looking for a very competitive program, that's what we have to offer.
Most thing you have anywhere sober. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's why I love promoting the Milligan Buffs will be, again, there on Wednesday night. You going to be around Wednesday?
Wednesday, I'm going to be down recruiting at the Tennessee State Bowling Tournament for high school.
This Wednesday,
so
okay.
I'm going to have to miss that one.
Yeah, I was going to have you on at halftime. We'll get you on another one of the games, but it's really neat. So how many girls are on the team?
Right now, we've got a varsity and a JV. We've got 12. Looking forward, we're going to be just a varsity versus our guys program typically always has at least 1 to 2 JV teams.
The guys are ranked too in the country. They're number 14.
14.
Yeah.
Yep. We had a rebuilding. The portal got us last year. We had about 90% of our varsity roster hit the portal and go out and look for other opportunities. So we've filled it up with some phenomenal freshmen. But right now we're just kind of figuring things out with each other, and they're getting stronger and stronger as the year goes by. And if they make the tournament, I'd say watch out.
So the women's are ranked number 2. The guys are ranked number 14 in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, educate us. A bowling match, you got 12 girls. Do all 12 girls bowl? How's that work?
So for a roster, you can have a maximum of 8. So we pick 8 girls, put them on varsity. The rest will be on JV. They'll bowl also in that tournament. And so those 8 have a starting 5. And those 5 bowl, and then you can have 3 subs that can come in should anybody struggle.
So you have 42 teams out there in Vegas. So does everybody bowl at the same time? You go through one
Yes.
round?
Yeah.
Tell me how this works.
Yeah, it's a big bowling center. So yeah, all 42 teams are going to be bowling. Every tournament's going to have a number of traditional games. So in that tournament, we had 5 traditional games, and we just add up the pinfall. And then in the second day, we come back and bowled 20 Baker games. Baker style is going to be a rotation. So you have a bowler bowl first, and then another bowler bowl second spot, and you'll rotate through 5 and then rotate through those same 5 again to get to the full game. So it's kind of like alternating shot in golf.
We have a young lady that's excellent. Of course, all the ladies are excellent to be number 2 in the country, but rattle off the young ladies' names. Would you
Emily
please?
Cheeseman.
Cheeseman, yep.
She's got a chance to be All-American, not only just for the NAI, but for all of bowling. She's averaging 202, which these are harder oil patterns. So in a regular league event, you're looking at probably a 220 to 230 average for those people that bowl league out there.
She's at 202 on the average right now, one of the tops in the country.
Yes.
So you make All-American. What grade is she in, by the way? What
She's
year?
a senior.
She's a senior.
Yep.
So she'll be moving on. So can this springboard them into the PBA?
Oh, absolutely. So it's a tough field to
Crack.
make money in the PWBA or the PWBA. But yeah, if she's so inclined, she could do that. However, her calling is nursing. So she'll be working here with Ballad Health over at JCMC next year as a nurse.
Wow, that's awesome. Your grade point average on your team is very impressive.
Yeah, close to 3.5, 3.44, I believe.
Is that not awesome? So
Yeah.
not only, and Milligan is tough. It's not a cupcake school. When you get a degree from Milligan University, you've gotten something. And so, their average GPA is 3.4, 3.5, which is very strong to say the least. So how many matches are you allowed to have in a year on the schedule?
So we're going to have 11. We've finished 6 so far, so we've got 5 coming up. We're going out to Louisville, Kentucky this weekend for 2 matches, one on Saturday and one on Sunday, weather permitting.
Weather is supposed to be a factor this weekend around the east and the south, so we'll see if you can make it there. So what's the ultimate goal? What can you ultimately win as a bowling? The national championship, per se?
Potentially 2 national championships. So we'll compete in the NAI national championship, and our ladies should definitely be in that for the 4th year in a row.
Wow.
And then there's a all-collegiate national championship run by the USBC, which is our governing body. And there's you're going to see the big boys. You're going to see the NCAA D1, D2, D3, and NAI schools all trying to get into that. It's like March Madness. We'll get seeded to a location. Could be Dallas, could be Pittsburgh, could be Chicago, could be here in Tennessee. And then if we make the top 4 in that, then we'll be one of the top 16 teams vying for the national championship, which our guys did last year.
That's awesome.
Finished 3rd in the country. So
Guys finished
got a good
3rd last
program.
year. Very successful. So when you go recruiting in closing here, I would think you walk in, you see the Milligan hat, the Milligan garb on, you would think, okay, I would think it's a door opener because they go, oh, yeah, you were 3rd in the country last year. Your girl's number 2 this year, and Emily's a good chance to be All-American. So does that open the door easier recruiting because of the success?
Yeah. We're getting contacted by kids from all over the country. We've got next year some people coming in from Pittsburgh, like I mentioned. One of the better girls of Virginia is coming to Milligan. So it's a lot more competitive. It's harder on my because it's hard for me to say no. But we only have a limited number of spots, and our guys has a phenomenal freshman class coming in next year to go with this year's freshman class. It should put us back up. pretty quick.
So you've reached the point they're reaching out to you now.
Yep, we've got kids from Texas, we've got
Wow.
kids from Kentucky, from all over the country.
And if you've heard any of our coaches at Milligan talk, we're looking for a special Milligan student. We just don't take just any kid. Tell us about that.
Yeah, like I said before, what we offer at Milligan is a Christian atmosphere. It's intentionally Christian. We're helping develop your faith and your spiritual walk, along with developing nurses and engineers and computer programmers and business people. And so, if that's what you're looking for, is to be athletically competitive in a small, close-knit family-type atmosphere. And I always say with family, it's good because you get support, but sometimes it's not so good if you need some space.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a
I get
close-knit
it.
group, great education in a spiritual atmosphere. That's we provide that, and a lot of kids flourish in that.
How can we follow you on social media?
Check out our Facebook page and our Instagram page, Milligan Bowling. We post on there all the time. You'll see the results from this weekend, and you can catch our live stream on the Milligan Buffs athletic page.
So your next one is going where now? When's your
Going
next?
to Louisville this weekend.
Louisville this weekend, weather permitting.
Yep.
So
And we get a week off, and then we're going back to back to back, going to Indianapolis, Savannah, Georgia, and then Savannah, Georgia, then Indianapolis, then back to Savannah, Georgia.
wow. Where do y'all practice at right here
Holiday Lanes,
Holiday
best
Lanes.
bowling center in the area.
in Johnson City?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Get you some lunch. Want you back on soon. We're proud of you. Number
That's why
two.
I came.
Yeah, that's it. Forget me. This was the food. I understand that. Plus, I'm going to get me a pair of shoes like his.
That's right.
Reactix?
React X, yep.
React X from Nike.
We'll be twins next time.
That's it. Size 14 and black or orange. Either one of those are Milligan colors and Cyclone colors. So, man, thanks for coming.
My pleasure, Tom.
Love promoting the sport. It's awesome, and it's one of those sports. Not everybody can play basketball or football forever, but you can bowl forever. I mean,
Right.
it's one of
You
those.
very rarely break a bone
No,
or tear a knee or anything like that.
no, it's a sport you
And it's
can.
indoors.
Absolutely, where it's warm
Yep.
or cool, depending on the weather. And you can do it forever and ever and ever, as long as you can do it. That's awesome. We love promoting bowling. So thanks again, Coach.
My pleasure, Tom.
He's a good man. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this from the Jewelers Bench. We'll be there tomorrow. Valentine's Day, not that far away. Here's the Jewelers Bench. Coming back with a look at pro football on the Tom Taylor Sports. We're talking to Sherry Holtzclaw, one of our great sponsors, the Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores out there. Why the Jewelers Bench?
So everything is done in house. Nothing gets sent out. We do ring sizing, necklace repairs, replace stones, shorten bracelets, necklaces. We repair silver jewelry. There's not a lot of jewelry stores that will repair silver jewelry. So we're one of the ones that do. Occasionally watches, we do some watch repair. Some of it we do have to send that out occasionally, but I'll let you know when I do, so it doesn't go out without you knowing about it.
Watch batteries. They replace a lot of watch batteries. Again,
Every day.
yes. John Holtzclaw is one of the few jewelry repair people in the area. There's not many of them left, so they do jewelry repair here. Remember that. They ship all over the country. The website is
jewelersbench10.com.
The hours you're open are
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then Saturday, 9:30 to 2.
all right. And social media, where do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram.
And the phone number is
423-542-5600.
be loyal, buy local. It's a mom and pop store. Been here for a long time here in Elizabethton, serving not just Elizabethton, but the entire Tri-Cities and really anywhere in the country. The Jewelers Bench, proud sponsor of the Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
These are the hands that planted the seed and pulled the weeds and fixed the engine and harvested the crop and loaded the truck. What of all these hands do, nothing is more important than being a good neighbor. From the farm to Food City, local produce is all in a day's work.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Let's take a look at pro football from last night and yesterday. I don't know where. Oh, there he is. Axel, come right here. I'm sorry. Let's get him on there. Then we're going to move into sports. And so let's get Axel on. So sit down right here, sir. Axel Stein shines. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, Tom.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What's wrong? Oh, we don't worry about that. That's signed. The flaps are busted. I gotta get new flaps today anyway. So, but your mother's taking care of us. So,
yeah.
as she always does. She takes care of everybody. You're just used to taking care of people, aren't you? Robert, Axel. So, thank you, ma'am. She's a sweetheart. So, how's Axel Steins doing?
I'm doing good on this Martin Luther King Jr. Day on this January the 19th, 2026.
Happy birthday to Dolly Parton.
Yeah, 80 years old.
Yes, and happy birthday to my granddaughter.
Doggies.
Yes. Woo, doggies. Happy birthday to my granddaughter. She's 20 today, too, so it's a big day today. When is your birthday? What day is your birthday?
No joke, April 2nd of 2010.
Is it really? His birthday's April the 2nd?
Yeah, the day after April Fool's. It was no joke at all.
Oh, me oh my. He's a dandy. No joke at all. So there you go. He is here. Oh, boy. So what'd you have to eat? Let me guess.
12 nuggets.
12 nuggets.
2 fries.
2
and
fries.
A large sweet tea.
Large sweet tea. They're out of school today for Martin Luther King Day, so he stopped by here.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah. And what did you think about that Daniel Boone game Friday night?
It was awesome. It was a great game.
Yeah. Even though the ladies lost, the boys won at least.
Yeah.
It was a good game.
We got them tomorrow night, too, Tennessee High.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge showdown.
Yeah, boy.
Trying to go 4-0 in conference and snap a very long 7-game losing streak to the Tennessee High Vikings in the last 7 meetings.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You're on it.
Because I'm 0-3 against Tennessee High right now, and I got to change that tomorrow.
Tomorrow you got to make a change, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, because, you got to win all your conference games at home.
Absolutely, you do.
Which I think the Cyclones may will.
Yeah.
As they get ready to head out on the road Friday night at Westridge.
At Westridge, you got it.
And then Johnson County on Saturday.
If it's not snowing. So,
yeah.
I'm going to guess Saturday night up on top of the mountain is going to be snowing because they're calling for snow. So, lots of snow apparently in the mountains. But now, who's going to win this game tonight, Miami or Indiana?
The U, baby.
The U, baby. I got you. So.
Yeah. Go Hurricanes.
Go Hurricanes. Axel's pulling for the orange and green, right?
Yeah.
Go Hurricanes.
Yeah. Because, Indiana can play right now. They're 15-0. Ooh, doggies. Their coach tonight will be like this. When Miami is, if Miami is in the lead tonight, the coach will be like this.
Yeah, he'll have that smirk. Yep, he will. So you think he's going to have that smirk because Miami's going to win, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's good. So you're out of school today. Now what happens after you leave here? Just going to go home, hang out? What are you going to do?
Just go home and kind of hang out and get ready for tomorrow night's game against Tennessee High. And don't forget, January 31st, it's the Betsy Baseball Auction for 2026.
There you go.
Yeah. Come out and support Coach Corn in his second season at Elizabethton. It's not that far away, folks.
Yep. This is really the Axel Stein show. We're just kind of here, and he's just making sure we know what all's going on. So, do you have practice today? Basketball practice?
Just had practice.
Oh, you just finished?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had it from 9 till 11 today, so it was perfect timing for you to see today me on
Absolutely.
the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Absolutely.
Show number 2428 today.
Absolutely.
On our way to 2,500 shows.
He nails it.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. And tomorrow he'll be at the Jeweler's Bench.
I will.
Yeah. Wednesday at Pizza Inn.
I will.
Yeah.
Thursday will be a Big John's
closeouts, and then Food City and Gray on a Food City Friday.
There you go. We pretty much covered it. the Axel Steins report. There you go. He's got me dialed in where I'm going to be, what I'm going to do. So Valentine's Day's coming close. That'll be so we'll be at the Jewelers Business Mart talking about that. Wednesday we'll be eating pizza.
Yeah,
You'll
Eric
be in school.
Wilson.
You won't be able to come. Well, you'll be in school. So
Yeah.
Thursday will be at Big John's.
Yeah,
About,
where they hammer high prices.
they do hammer high prices. Yep. We'll talk about winter weather, what you can do to all the snow coming. They're telling us. I'll believe you want to see it. And then Friday is Food City and Gray. Food City
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
So.
And then Wednesday night you got Milligan doubleheader basketball against U Pike.
U Pike out of Pikeville, Kentucky. Do you not have a jacket on today? Where's your jacket? I was going to say you better, because I'm watching the window. It's cold. You better be having a jacket on. I don't want you sick. So,
Yeah.
all right. Pals forever.
Forever and ever.
Pals forever and ever. I love this kid. He's awesome. Thank you for coming by.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
mean a lot to me. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're buds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're kind of cool sometimes.
We are kind of cool sometimes. We are. Even your dad says we're kind of cool sometimes.
Yeah, even with these matching hats.
Matching
on.
hats, you got it.
Yeah.
I love me some Axel Steins. He said we're kind of cool sometimes. We need to have a shirt with our pictures that says we're kind of cool sometimes. So
Yeah, but I know I still have that summer road trip thing with that like my mom made. It was kind of like Pixar style.
she did. Your mother made us a shirt. Had me and you on the shirt, little Pixar kind of cartoon looking dudes, wasn't it? Yeah, we're cool. We're kind of cool. We're super cool. What do you think?
Yeah.
Which one? We kind of cool or super cool?
Kind of cool.
Okay. We haven't made it super cool. We're kind of cool. All right. You have a good day, sir.
You too, buddy.
We'll take a break. We'll talk football. I promise next on the Tom Taylor Sports.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Why Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton?
When everything goes corporate and everybody, you walk in and you're customer number 1,799, here you're Tom, and we know who Tom is. We know who you are. And we do it the old fashioned way. So we're big enough now that we can take care of everybody and we can, get the good deals. We get the volume discounts and all that kind of stuff. And we're one of the last family-owned furniture stores in East Tennessee. But we're small enough that we know who you are and we can take care of you.
Absolutely. Social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram, at cannonshomestore.com on the internet. And just look up Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings on Facebook.
Hours are open?
Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5.
And the magic phone number to call?
423-543-6937.
Be loyal, buy local. Biden Elizabeth from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back in the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Axel's been here, so we can just shut the show down. He's been here, and we appreciate him. Papa Bear's been here. Mama Bear's been here, and Bear Cub's been here. So tomorrow night, you got it, sir. Go Cyclones, you got it. All right, so we got a coaching change. It's interesting. The Buffalo Bills firing their head coach, Sean McDermott, after another failed season. So Bills general manager Brandon Beane being retained. Ownership says got to look for a new coach. The Bills losing 33-30 in the AFC divisional round to cap another season of disappointment. Fourth time in 5 years the Bills left in the divisional round. McDermott leaving Buffalo with a record of 98-50. In postseason, he's only 8-8, 500 at best. He won 5 consecutive AFC East titles from 2020 to 2024, finishing second behind New England this season. So The loss continues the Bill streak of not reaching the Super Bowl since losing 4 straight from 1990 to 1993. It's a snake-bitten, jinxed franchise. However, the coach will take that franchise. I mean, he's got all the parts and pieces in place to make another run. We got Josh Allen and among others, so that's a football franchise that's in good shape, I think. So are the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. So you've got 3 teams sitting out there right now, 3 franchises looking for coaches that really have parts and pieces in place to make a run, particularly, obviously, the Bills. And I think the Steelers are a pretty good football team. And certainly the Ravens are a pretty good football team. The Raiders are not a good football team. The problem with the Raiders, and that's my team, is the good coach. I mean, well, depends on how much money Mark Davis will throw at the coach for the Raiders. But in talent and in theory, you would look at, I would think, the 3 upper echelon franchises, Baltimore, Buffalo, and Pittsburgh, and not necessarily that order. Then the ones still looking for coaches down below that would be, let's see, the Browns, they get one. I know the Falcons is done. They're off the table. You got the Titans, the Cardinals, the Giants, you got Harbaugh. They're off the table. So the Cardinals, the Titans, the Raiders. I don't remember reading where the Browns picked up somebody, got a new coach. So the Browns, they're the lower echelon of the teams, and the higher echelon, as I said, would certainly be Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and the Baltimore Ravens. And I may be leaving somebody out. I'm doing it from memory. But anyway, Sean McDermott gone as the head coach of the Buffalo Bills, so they're looking for a new coach, and I would think it'd be one that would not be hard to pick up. All right, national championship tonight. How do you win this game? Miami's an 8-point underdog. I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's going to be a rock'em sock'em football game. To me, it always goes back to what I said earlier: special teams and who wins the battle in the trenches. Who has the better line? Who's going to protect their quarterbacks? Real simple. Can Miami protect Carson Beck? And can Indiana protect Mendoza? I mean, you can slice and dice, and I got all these stats I can sit and rattle off to, points and this and that, but when it gets right down to it, who's going to protect their quarterback? And then the special teams. Bad field goal, kickoff return, punt return, block punt, missed field goal, name it. Special teams always big. Weather won't be a problem in Miami tonight. So it's not going to be like they're kicking a hard football or whatever, but still, special teams huge in this game. You wait and see. All right, so here's some numbers. I'm not going to hit you a lot of numbers. Hoosiers averaging 184 yards passing, 200 yards rushing a game. Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Fernando Mendoza, 8 passing touchdowns. Indiana very good at giving itself third and manageable situations on offense. Makes it hard for an opposing defense to get off the field. Miami's team, it'll come down to the trenches, no question. That's what it's going to come down to. How does Indiana win the game? They're going to win the battle in the trenches. How does Miami win the game? Same thing. So keep a clean pocket for Carson Beck, which means offensive line protects him, and force Fernando Mendoza to mistakes. How's that happen? Line and linebacker, defense. Defense going to win. The team that plays the best defense tonight, I know this is a shocking statement, but the team plays the best defense is going to win the championship. It's real simple. The defense will be the difference. And whichever defense shuts down the other team's offense, that's who's going to win the game. So, in fact, Indiana offensive coordinator Mike Shanahan says it starts with the Miami defensive line. A lot of talented guys. They can play. They can run to the football. We've got to keep them off balance. The biggest offensive threat besides Carson Beck is Malachi Tony for the Miami Hurricanes. So, again, trenches, quarterbacks, for all the reasons above, taking Indiana in a close one. I think it's going to be Indiana 10 points or less. So I don't gamble, so I don't know what the bookies are saying. I don't care. I don't follow any of that. I don't gamble. I'm not going to gamble. So, but underdogs and points and hit this and hit that, that's all for the bookies in Vegas. And so, but no, I'm not into any of that. I'm just saying straight up as a football guy, watching the football game, I think Indiana wins 10 points or less. I got no money riding on it because I don't gamble. So, and it's in the book not to, and I don't. So, anyway, that's what's going on. Let's give you the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the men hung on the cross, by the way. Today's certainly no different, and let's do that. Today's verse of the day is a good one. They're all good, of course. And it's in today we need to remind ourselves, is what it says. Today we need to remind ourselves the Lord is our shepherd and we're safe with him. Oh, amen. Where else better would you want to be than be in behind the Lord running interference for you? 1 Corinthians 2:9 says, however, as it is written, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love him. Man, he's got plans for me and you to blow your socks off. Don't put limits on the God who has no limits. Don't put limits on the God who has no limits. With him, face your future unafraid, because he is with you and you are never alone. How about that? 1 Corinthians 2:3, however, as it is written, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love him. Whew. He is our Lord and our shepherd, and we're safe with him. Man, oh man, burst the broadcast. That's awesome. All right, pro football. Take a look at that some more. Bills, last team. Going home after the third consecutive playoff loss by 3 or fewer points. That's an NFL record. Following the 33-30 overtime loss at Denver. Denver loses Bo Nix. They're looking for a quarterback now because their quarterback is out. Broke his ankle. Tough loss. Bo Nix had powered him down the field. We'll get to them in a minute. Buffalo's 73 regular season wins since 2020, the most in the league this decade. We got nothing to show for it. They are now the most ever in a 6-season span without a Super Bowl appearance. So they've won 73 games, got nothing to show for it, so they fired their coach. Seattle Seahawks, 41-6 steamrolling of the San Francisco 49ers, tied the most lopsided playoff win in team history. Bo Nix, again, record touchdowns, tying the Broncos' single-game playoff passing touchdowns record with 3. Eighth game-winning drive of the season by Bo Nix, tying an NFL single-season record, including the playoffs. So this guy could do it. That's on the uptick. On the downside, he breaks his ankle. He's done. Fractured a bone in his ankle. Will have surgery tomorrow. Done. Josh Allen's Bills' prior 5 playoff losses were against Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrows. All of the teams he lost to went to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. So if you go by that, then you know who's going to be in the Super Bowl representing the AFC. That would be the New England Patriots. The Denver Broncos. Allen turned the ball over 4 times, twice interceptions and twice via fumbles. The Broncos scored 9 points off Josh Allen's giveaways, a 50-yard field goal at the halftime buzzer, and a game-winning 23-yard field goal in overtime because of the Josh Allen mistake. So as a result of that, it's not totally his fault, but they fired Sean McDermott overnight. Broncos netted 47 yards against the Bills on 2 pass interference penalties in overtime to help set up the Lutz game-winning 23-yard field goal. In the Seahawks game, Kenneth Walker III put on a show, 145 yards from scrimmage, 119 rushing, 29 receiving, 3 rushing touchdowns, and a winning effort. Joining 2005 NFL MVP running back Sean Alexander is the only players in Seahawks history with at least 3 rushing touchdowns in a playoff game. He's a free agent. Guess what? He'll make a buku bucket of money. Hello, Catherine Nelson. How you doing, lady? He'll make a buku bunch of money coming up in free agency in March. Sam Darnold didn't know if he was even going to play over the weekend with an oblique injury. Well, he did. 12 out of 17 for 124 yards and a touchdown. So he ought to be ready to go coming up this coming Sunday in the NFC Championship with the right to get to the Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan's 49ers, top 6 highest paid players, missed a combined 64 games. San Francisco wraps up the 2025 season with a scoring total of 26 points in 3 games versus Seattle, which is not good, to say the least. What else going on? For the Patriots, more playoff wins, 2 than touchdowns allowed, 1. Their defense just, again, it's going to win championships. Your defense is going to win it for you. I don't care what anybody says. Your defense will win championships. Their 1 touchdown allowed is tied with the fewest touchdowns allowed across the wild card and divisional rounds in the 21st century. 1 touchdown. Their defense is lights out good. C.J. Stroud, not a good day. 20 out of 47, but 4 interceptions. Stroud, the first player in NFL playoff history with 5 or more interceptions, which are 5, and 5 or more fumbles, 5 in a single postseason. Not good. Drake May, the Patriots quarterback, first New England quarterback to throw for 3 touchdowns in a playoff game since Tom Brady did it in 2017. Also the first quarterback with 3 passing touchdowns in a winning effort over Houston's defense this season. So they got it done. May, the first quarterback since the 1970 merger of the AFL and NFL to win multiple playoff games while taking at least 5 sacks in multiple games in a single postseason. They got sacked 5 times in each game, and yet they still won the game. That's an NFL record. Then you get into the Rams and the Bears. Chicago Bears quarterback Caleb Williams threw for 257 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a career-high 3 interceptions, while just being 23 out of 42 passing for the Bears in the cold. The Rams played better in the cold than the Bears did, and the Bears, that's their field. He overthrew a wide-open Luther Burden for an interception to Rams safety Cameron Curl, when all the Bears needed to do to score in overtime was a field goal. After the Rams punt, didn't get it done. They move on. Bears got their heart broken. They're done. So there you go. So the AFC and NFC championship is set. Coming up this weekend, you've got Seattle and the Rams, and you've got the Patriots and the Broncos for the right to go to the Super Bowl. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're on the road here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. Then we'll take a break. We'll take a look at college basketball. Coming up next, right after this, from a brand new sponsor, Elizabethton Church of Christ and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethton Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethton as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabettoncoc.org.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. See if I can get Jesse back or give a weather forecast so we'll get this snow. Our certified meteorologist. See if he'll come back here. All right, it's NFC Championship. It'll be at 6:30. First game, the Rams in Seattle. The second game will be at 3 o'clock. Well, let me reverse that out. First game will be at 3 o'clock. The Patriots in Denver. And then the second game will be the Rams and the Seahawks. So that's your NFC Championship, AFC Championship, for the right to get to the Super Bowl on February the 8th at Levi Stadium in California in Santa Clara. So the Rams in Seattle shouldn't be a problem. There he is. I'm hearing all about this snow coming. This crazy weather this weekend, so I thought we'd bring in our registered for a minute or two. He can't stay long. He's working on the clock. But our registered certified meteorologist, Storm Jesse, the Storm Tracker Sacker. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good. So we'll got some mild, cold weather today, some mild weather middle of the week, and then something brewing at the end of the week, right? What's going on?
Yeah, it's quite the forecast. A lot to talk about, and I'll try to sum it up here in a short
concise summary for you. Cold today, definitely 30s. Wind chill's colder in the 20s, and same for tomorrow. But tomorrow morning we're going to be 10 degrees or so it's going to be a real chilly start. Once we get to Wednesday, yeah, you get that little moderation, get towards 50 degrees ahead of our next cold front. So we're going to have a cold front come in Thursday. Could be a little rain or snow with that Wednesday night into Thursday. It doesn't look really significant right now. We'll keep an eye on it. Once we get to the weekend, that's what everybody wants to know about. So you're going to have a very dynamic setup, I would say, as Arctic high pressure starts to move into the United States, and you're going to have a lot of moisture overrunning from the Gulf. You have a ridge of high pressure over the southeast, and you have low pressure coming from our southwest. So that tends to create this clash and this boundary, if you will.
So the cold air is coming down,
Yep.
and the moisture is coming from the west.
Right.
It's going to come over top of us, right?
Right, but
Okay.
you also have some warm air coming up from the Gulf.
Ah, okay.
So this makes things a little dicey. So if those storms, the storm system that comes in, if it tends to track a little bit further to the north,
Yep.
puts us at more of an ice or rain setup.
Mhm.
So we could see cold rain, or we could even see some ice. We're overdue for an ice event here. So hopefully that's not what we see happen.
That's bad stuff.
The other model guidance, of course, leaning to a very snowy solution. So if it is colder and further south, we could be looking at a pretty significant snow event. But given we're 5 days out, we don't have a determined outcome at this point.
So cold air is coming down,
Mhm.
warm air is coming up.
That's right.
Moisture's coming in from the west, so it's all going to come right here and converge.
Right.
And so it could be ice, it could be snow, it could be just a rain event.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it very much could be a rain event, right?
It could.
Yeah.
Good.
Could be an ice. Say, I'm okay with snow. I don't do ice. I'm off
Right.
the road because it is.
I think we all prefer snow, even
Yeah.
though some of us differ on snow. We'd prefer snow over ice.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Ice
for
is,
sure.
is very dangerous.
I've been telling some people we have not had an ice storm in this area in a long time. Let's keep it that way. Let's do
Yeah.
snow instead if we're going to do anything frozen. But again, I like to keep it straight with you guys, so we're not going to, hype anything up right now. Some of the forecast guidance has some pretty outrageous snowfall totals. I would be wary of those until we get closer, especially when we know what this is going to do, because it does have a very high ceiling, but it's not without fail modes to where we see a wetter outcome versus a snowier outcome, if that makes sense.
How do we find out more about Jesse, the Storm Tracker Sacker?
I'm Storm Tracker Sacker on Facebook, Twitter, or X as maybe you like to call it, and Instagram. I would love the Instagram followers. I'm trying to get to 1,000 so I can do live videos on that. So if you want to give me a follow on Instagram, I'd really appreciate it.
Where are
That's
you?
where you can find me.
I mean, you got it right now.
Sorry?
I mean,
I'm sitting at 863 last I
there you go.
checked. So
Less than 200 followers, you
Yes.
can go live.
that would be great.
Instagram.
So I was able to before, and they took the privileges away until you get to 1,000 followers. So I have to figure that out. But anyway, appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on, Tom.
Go back to work.
We'll do it.
This thing's good, by the way. This root beer float.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, son.
Well, you can get any soda, but root beer is the most classic option. I will say Dr. Pepper's been popular.
Is it?
The Dr. Pepper float's been one of our biggest sellers.
And root beer, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like root beer float.
There you go. Chick-fil-A, they're thinking of everything. So,
I love this guy. He's a good man. Thank you, Jesse, Storm
thanks for
Tracker
having me on.
Sacker.
We'll keep you updated.
Yes, sir. Keep me posted. Let us know what's going on. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look at college basketball. All three remaining unbeaten teams are still unbeaten. Number one, Arizona. The polls will come out today. We'll tell you tomorrow. We'll be again at the Jewelers Bench tomorrow. Tell you what's going on as far as the polls. Tennessee should fall out of the polls after losing to Kentucky. I mean, I'm not pushing for that, but I'm sure they were hanging at 24 and they lose. I'm sure they'll get pushed out at the top 25. Hello, Jonathan Morton. So top-ranked Arizona won by 7. Number 8, Nebraska beat Northwestern by 19 rather. And then Miami of Ohio had to go to overtime to beat the Buffalo Bulls 105-102. So all three college basketball teams are undefeated, still are. And so there you go. No big games tonight. Top 25 as it is now. The polls will come out today, so all we got to go by is what we got till the new ones come out. So tomorrow, Clemson will host North Carolina State. Clemson, number 22 ranked. Florida starting to get it together. The 19th ranked Gators will host LSU. 4th ranked Michigan will be home tomorrow night to Indiana. All these are tomorrow evening. 25th ranked Seton Hall will be at St. John's. Number 2 Iowa State, who should drop after getting upset, they'll be home to Central Florida. Vanderbilt and Arkansas, very intriguing matchup tomorrow night in the men's play. In Arkansas, the Razorbacks will host the Commodores. 21st ranked Georgia will be at Missouri. 12th ranked Michigan State, the Sparties will be in Oregon tomorrow night. 15th ranked Texas Tech, the Red Raiders of Baylor. Number 5 Purdue at UCLA, and 23rd ranked Utah State will be at home against the Running Rebels of UNLV. So that's going on tomorrow night. Again, the polls will be out later this afternoon. If they're not out already, I'll double check here before we get off there. And so that's where we are now. College sports, they got this one right, I think. They've been monkeying around with the transfer portal, trying to decide what to do, and they go here, go there. Effective immediately, men's and women's basketball players will not be able to enter the portal until the day after the NCAA tournament ends in their respective sports. All right. A bad scratchy voice long enough. It's time to pull out. Da-da-da-da. Yes, Fisherman's friend. It's Tom Taylor's friend, know that. So, men's and women's basketball players will not be able to enter the portal. You watch and see how this fixes my throat. Works every time. Will not be able to enter. Already fixing it. Will not be able to enter the portal until the day after the NCAA tournament ends in their respective sports. I'm telling you, this is the real deal. And so, there it is. Fisherman's friend. You can get them cherry, regular, honey lemon. Molly, what kind of board games you got tonight? What kind of board games? Please, for just a second or two. Yes. I love Molly Hurley. She's so good to work with. So effective immediately, the men's, she does the marketing for Chick-fil-A. It's family game night tonight. So she will tell us all about it. All right, so men's and women's basketball players will not be able to enter the portal until the day after the NCAA tournament ends in their respective sports, men's and women's. I like that. Also, the portal will be open for 15 days from its onset. The shortest window for entry yet. I like that. No deadline for a player to commit to a school after they enter the portal. So, but this is a drastic switch from 2024 when the portal's open for 45 days. And the process began after selection Sunday. That's all changed. Effective immediately, men's and women's basketball players will not be able to enter the portal until the day after the NCAA tournament ends in their respective sports. So there you go. It's a good thing. All right. She's here. She's in the house. Our little buddy Molly Hurley does the marketing. So where did I see you and your hubby at? Also on the Tina Tucker game last week.
Oh, yeah. We were cheering on Creed.
Yep, you're right in front of us. So I waved and she was busy.
No, I wasn't. I didn't see you.
Didn't see her. No, you were talking to your mother. Well, actually, you were listening to your mother because your mother was talking. So that's a surprise, right? No, it's not a surprise.
We're talking business.
Yeah. Today is Dolly Parton's birthday, by the way.
Is it really?
She's 80 today.
I love Dolly Parton.
I do too. All right, so we got tonight is family game night.
Yes.
So I got two things I wanted to promote. This and then the sock hop night coming up. Let's talk about.
This.
All right, this is it.
Okay. This is a Chick-fil-A, actually Chick-fil-A board game that they sent us. And so
Cool.
each family that comes tonight will receive a free board game. No purchase necessary. Just you can set the table and play it, or if you just want to take it home. But it's yours to keep once you come and pick it up.
So is it like Monopoly? Is it like
It seems like Candyland
Candyland?
in a way.
Okay, all right.
I can-
Played
I don't know.
Candyland when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
it's fun. Like Candyland, and you have to you're trying to figure out where the party's at.
Cool. It's called Eat More Chicken on there too.
Yeah.
It's called a cow party.
So it's got all the different cows. It's
I'll
really cute.
be your Vanna.
Okay.
So you go.
It's really cute. So come out tonight between the hours 5 and 7. The board games are first come, first serve.
A limited supply.
Limited supply while
Yep.
supplies last.
Yep.
So come out tonight and get your free board game and eat dinner with your family and play it at the table, and it's yours to keep.
Everyone's invited. You just have to find it. So this is kind of a. Have you played it?
I haven't played it, but it looks really fun.
It does look fun, and it's free. And it's from Chick-fil-A. You know it's gonna be good. They don't put out anything as junk. So there you go. Now that's tonight from 5 till 7.
Yes.
One-time thing. The 31st, which is 2 weeks from yesterday,
Yeah, Saturday.
sock hop night. What's going on with that?
So we're going to be sampling our new Coke floats throughout. So it's from 5 to 7. New Coke floats. We've got a fun ice cream craft for the kids. Hopefully, if there's some space permitting, we're going to have a 60s dance party with the cow. and just have a fun night. Kind of throw back in time. It's decorated real cute, like a little diner. Got little diner hats for the kids, so it's going to be a really fun night. We've never done anything like this before.
Oh, this is the first time.
This is the first time, yeah.
Cool.
First sock hop, so it'll be really fun. Samples, crafts, and the cow. So should be fun.
Sock hop night on the 31st from 5 till 7.
Yes.
So, let's see. One of the dances was the swim. Remember the swim? You don't remember the swim? Okay.
I remember the twist.
So the twist. Had the swim where they went like this.
Oh, that. Yeah, I thought it was like a song.
Yeah, well it is, but that was saw that in an Elvis movie, the swim. So and the sock hop and the twist. The sock hop's the event. Twist is the dance. So all that's coming up. Well, we'll be back here next week. You get more details between now and then, right?
Yeah, I got some more exciting news.
Go ahead.
So our new next cup design launches this next Monday. So a week from today, you can come. We're sold out of the Doodles cups, but you can come and get what they're calling the 1967 cup. Is the next cup for your chance to win a golden cup, or if you just want to collect the cups.
People are collecting them, aren't they?
I am.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Golden cups. You're collecting them?
Yeah, I got me one.
That's cool.
I'm gonna put it in my shelf in my basement.
Put it in your shelf in your
My
basement.
Chick-fil-A shelf.
Chick-fil-A. We're making a Chick-fil-A cave. It's not a man cave. It's a Chick-fil-A cave.
Yep.
I love it. So they may not even know what you're talking about. So why don't you tell them? Because there's retro cups, right?
Yes, they're collectible. They're calling them the classic cups. So they're collectible cups. There's 4 different designs that launch every couple weeks. This last one sold out within our 2-week window. It's supposed to be a 3-week window, but we sold out in about a week and a half. Was the Doodles cup, and then we have the 1967 cup, a lemon cup, and then the classic cow cup.
Awesome.
So they're limited supply. Grab them while you can. They're only $3.99 plus tax. They're like a hard plastic, like stadium cup, but they're a little bit thicker than a stadium cup.
Root beer. Whew, this is
Beer
good.
floats and
Oh.
it's frosted. You get frosted or a float?
It's the one's blended.
Okay, frosted.
Michelle told me it's frosted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's blended. It's awesome. Root beer and the Dream. What's it called? What's the ice cream called?
Ice Dream.
Ice Dream. I'm sorry. I said Dream Ice. Ice Dream. You get it in Dr. Pepper,
Any soda. Even I've seen people get Powerade floats.
Powerade,
High C.
IC, root beer, Dr. Pepper, Diet Coke. What else you have? Coke Zero?
Coke Zero.
Yeah. And any and all Chick-fil-A's.
Yeah.
So, and it's a permanent thing, right?
Yes, they're not going anywhere.
No, love it. Get one every week now, root beer. All right, so there you go.
Yeah.
Where'd you get your cross? I love the cross.
My grandma gave it to me after my college graduation.
Love it.
Thank you.
Love it, love it. It's got a lot of bling to it. All right, here it is tonight, family game night. While supplies last, come over here and get yourself a, why has it got a big, there you go. Had a big red mark in the middle of the screen. There it is, family game night. It's the Chick-fil-A cow party. Everyone's invited. You just have to find it. While supplies last, you can actually play the game.
And take it home with you.
Take it home with you after that. Compliments of Chick-fil-A Elizabeth.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Good job. All right, quick break. We'll be here. No, we're not going to break. We'll stay right here. And we're going to tell you about baseball. So, yes, Jonathan, you're right. Hopefully a salary cap will come soon to college sports. That's step number one is this portal. I want to go back over that real quick before we move on. But effective immediately, men's and women's basketball players will not be able to enter the portal until the day after the NCAA tournament ends in their respective sport, the men's and women's basketball tournament, which is good. Also, the portal will be open for 15 days from its onset, the shortest window for the entry yet, which I think is excellent. So it's going to cut down everybody just hopping around. I read over the weekend there was a guy that's on his 7th school. What coach, I wouldn't. What coach, I don't care how good you are, if you're on your 7th school, there's a reason why you couldn't make it through the other 6 schools. Either playing time, so number one, you're not that good, or my guess is they're a locker room cancer. They can't get along with anybody. So this is going to hopefully cut this out. So effective immediately, men's and women's basketball players will not be able to enter the portal until the day after the NCAA tournament ends in their respective sports. You got to stay put. I don't have this stat. I don't know where I could find this stat, but where are the more transfer portal student athletes coming in from, football or basketball? I'm going to guess by virtue of football has more players in their team, there'll be more football players. I don't know that because not everybody transfers, but I'm going to guess purely a guess, that more football players transfer than basketball players, simply because there's more of them. Hello, Andy in West Virginia. How you doing? So, anyway, that's what's going on in college sports. Jonathan says, hope there'll be a salary cap. I agree with you. NFL, again, firing Sean McDermott's big sports story from the Bills in the NFL. National championship tonight, Indiana and Miami. Who do you like? I like the team who wins it in the trenches. And, you know, you can say Indiana's got a lock. Everybody seems to think that's the kind of the foregone conclusions. Indiana's they're going to win it going away. But, you know, Miami, as we've talked about, has beaten some really good teams to get here to the national championship. They're no fluke, nor are the Indiana Hoosiers. It's going to be a great football game. I say 10 points or less will decide it. I think Indiana's going to win. I think it's going to be a great football game. All right, the Mets, again, gave up on Kyle Tucker. Couldn't get him because he went with the Dodgers. The guy's making $41,000 an inning. Kyle Tucker for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Unbelievable. So the Mets gave up on getting Tucker, and he went and got Bo Bichette from the Toronto Blue Jays. 3-year contract worth $126 million. Not exactly chicken feed for him. That's pretty good. 44 doubles, 18 home runs in 139 games last season before he got a knee injury late in the year. So Bo Bichette moving from Toronto to the New York Mets. So probably the third best free agent out there behind Tucker and Alex Bregman. And so he's now, only one left now would be Cody Bellinger. Probably Framber Valdez, the pitcher. That's a big one. And Skubal, the Cy Young Award winner, did not get what he needed in arbitration, so he's available, and that would be a big one for any pitching staff. He's a two-time back-to-back Cy Young Award winner, so there you go. All right, Lady Vols, they talk about how they can't play. I read it yesterday. Got on Facebook and read these yahoos that say she can't coach. She's 5-0. They go to Alabama and beat Alabama, snapping their 18-game home winning streak. They got drilled in the first quarter and outscored in the second period 21-11 to kind of take over the ball game. It was nip and tuck down the stretch. Again, Alabama, the old West Virginia girl who can coach, Kim Caldwell from Glenville. Then she coached at Marshall. Now she's at UT with the Lady Vols. She wins everywhere she goes. They're 13-3 and they're 5-0 in the Southeastern Conference. But I read yesterday that Facebook said the people still aren't happy with them. Of course, that's the Tennessee fans. They live in la-la land anyway. Some of these, not all of them, but some of them. It's like, really? She's not Pat Summitt. Let me give you a news flash. There ain't going to be another Pat Summitt. There's not going to be another Vince Lombardi. So there's not going to be another Nick Saban anytime soon. I might say ever, but so they're keep comparing her to Summitt, which is totally unfair. She is Kim Caldwell, and she's doing pretty dadgum good. Second season, 13-3, 5-0 in the SEC. Talacia Cooper, 16 points. Janai Barker had a double-double. Number 20, Tennessee, defeating number 21, Alabama on the road in Tuscaloosa, the Lady Vols. Again, 13-3 and 5-0 in the SEC. They won 8 out of the last 9, but she can't coach. It's like every game, well, this Thursday got to play Kentucky. Okay. It's like it's a constant prove me, and I don't think it's very unfair to her. Now, I'm the wrong guy to run her down because I'm a big fan of her because she's from West Virginia. She's from Glenville, coached at Glenville State. Then she went to Marshall. She won at Glenville State. She won at Marshall. And she's winning at UT. So I'm not the guy to get around and run her down because she can coach. Never met the woman. She was in Elizabethton for the Boys and Girls Club. She spoke there back in November and missed it. I'm not sure. I think I had a ball game that night. I'm not sure where I was, but I missed it. I wanted to meet her. Anyway, she can coach. Whether I meet her or not, she can coach. The Lady Vols host Kentucky on Thursday. So, we'll see what she does against Kentucky. Okay. That's what they said. We'll get down and beat Florida on the road. Well, we'll see what they do when you get to Alabama. Well, we beat Alabama. So when do we accept this lady that she can do it and get it done? I don't know. But she does in my book. I think she can coach, and she's proven that. Let's take a look at the SEC before we get out of here. I don't know, Gary was supposed to be here. I guess he got held up. SEC men's standings, Texas A&M and Florida number 1 right now at 4-1. They share that spot. You got 7 teams in second place with a record of 3-2. Hello, Junior Stanley and Brenda. How you kids doing? Hope you're doing better. They've been a little bit under the weather. By the way, speaking of that, did you see Caitlin Bailey on Friday night? She came. She was in ICU right after Christmas. She was in a tough spot. She had gotten. I can say this now. She had sepsis, and so she was in a very, very, very tough spot. At one point, she had 3 drains going in her. She had the ball game the other night in a wheelchair, but she's in the ball game watching her brother play. So don't tell me the Lord doesn't answer prayer. She is living proof. So anyway, I interviewed her. You can go back and watch the interview after the game. I asked her if she'd come be on the show, and she said yes. So I almost started crying. She says, "You can't cry. You don't need to cry. I'm here." I said, "Okay, I won't cry." I almost got real emotional because I saw her when she was in the hospital, ICU, and it was not good. So anyway, why am I saying all that? To say that the Lord answers prayer. He's in the miracle business, still is. Emily Schubert, young lady who was down for the count, showed a picture of her over the weekend. Former Elizabethton player went on to play at Duke. And so saw her with her mom going somewhere to get ice cream. So is she out of the woods? No, not. But she is no longer in the hospital, and all the stuff that she had to go through. And so showed a picture of her yesterday with her mom going to get ice cream somewhere. How cool is that? So anyway, he is in a miracle performing business. If you don't believe that, you're wrong in 2026. And so Junior and Brenda Stanley are prime examples. I guess that's where I'm going with this. She's in the process of getting fixed and healed too. So, all right. So Texas A&M and Florida at 4-1. There was a rabbit trail, but I want to say hello to Junior and Brenda. They're good peeps. Vanderbilt, Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, and Ole Miss are all 3-2 in the men's standings in the SEC. Tennessee, Auburn, Texas, and Mississippi State are all 2-3. And in the cellar right now, LSU, Oklahoma, and South Carolina all 1-4 in the SEC men's play. Tomorrow night, you have 5 games on board in the SEC. Florida hosting LSU, South Carolina home to Oklahoma. Vanderbilt will go to Arkansas. That's a biggie. Polls aren't out yet. Right now, they're 10th and 17th in the country. Vanderbilt 10th, Arkansas 17th. New polls come out this afternoon. Auburn and Ole Miss, let's see if they're out yet. I don't think they usually don't come out to 2 or 2:30. Let's see if they are out right now. We're here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Let's see if the polls have popped out. Boom, 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 boom. Nope, not yet. So it'll be out by the show tomorrow. We'll be at the Jewelers Bench. The other games tomorrow night, Ole Miss hosting Auburn, and Georgia will be at Missouri men's basketball in the SEC. Wednesday night, Kentucky hosting Texas, and Mississippi State goes to Texas A&M. When do the Vols play again? Tennessee will play on Saturday. They'll go to 8:30 on Saturday night. The Volunteers will go to Alabama, Tuscaloosa, and Coleman Coliseum to battle the Crimson Tide and Nate Oates. So that's a big one coming up. And Kentucky snuck in, got that win. So, and they're pointing fingers at both because they had a little scuffle. It's more smoke than fire, as they say, but had a little scuffle after the game Saturday, and they were pushing and shoving, pointing fingers, and the coaches separated them, and nothing happened. But you'd have thought it was a full-scale riot to hear the media, and they blow things out of proportion. What I saw Saturday, between Kentucky and Tennessee, just about every pickup game we played in up in West Virginia. When the game was over, played a place called Stone Streets. That was a family that had a full court basketball, paved court with wooden backboards. It was the coolest place in the world. And there'd be anywhere on a Saturday or Sunday when the weather's pretty, 80 to 100 boys out there playing pickup basketball. And we had little dust-ups, little scuffles, little dust-ups like these guys had yesterday. But you'd have thought there wasn't any punches exchanged, wasn't anything. It's like a brawl. And, of course, it was a hook for me to go look at it. It's like Kentucky, Tennessee had a post-game brawl. And I'm thinking, okay, this will be interesting to watch. So I'll flip on the highlight. Well, they don't even exchange punches. Brawl? I don't know who these people are. It must be wimps, these guys, that whoever's writing these stories. It wasn't a brawl. I can take you back home, show you brawls. We had all-out thrashings after a basketball game. Somebody'd smart off after the game, and it was on. So I can show you a fight, but that was not a fight. It was a bunch of shoving and pushing, but I'm not sure who the media person was. It was a full-scale, it was a brawl after the Tennessee-Kentucky game. No. Anyway, there was a little finger pointing, a little shoving going on, and so that'll just heighten everything going forward. I don't know if they play each other again or not. Let's see real quick. I want to check. That was something I want to check and see if Tennessee does play Kentucky again up in Lexington. That'll be a good one if it is. Let's see. Tennessee. Volunteer men's basketball. Let's see. Let's see if they go to Lexington. Yep, they go there on February the 7th. So, oh boy. Circle that calendar. Circle that date on the calendar, rather. Feb 7. The Vols will go back to Lexington. I thought they played them home and away. They've modified the master schedule some in the SEC, but they've left that one alone, so it is home and away. And so Tennessee will go to Kentucky on Feb 7. Be interesting, to say the least. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We are live here at Chick-fil-A, and again, it is family game night. Molly told you. Got the board game while supplies last from 5 till 7 tonight. Come out here and enjoy and hang out here again. Cold day today. Sun's out, but it's deceivingly cold. Be a good day to get a big old bowl of chicken noodle soup or chicken tortilla soup from Chick-fil-A. Then we'll give me some mac and cheese here in just a few minutes after the show. But we'll do this. Come right back after this from Brummett Sports Shop. We are live here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry-fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry-fit T-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brummett Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brummett Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummettSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, where they've got the floats. They call the frosted sodas and the floats. So you get any of the drinks. As Molly said, you get she's seen Power, or Jesse said they've seen Powerades, High Seas, Dr. Pepper, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, root beer, any of them. So you can get either the frosted, I'm looking at the menu board up there, frosted soda or the floats. Of course, any of the trays are available. If you want to come in tonight, watch the national championship, want to get a tray, nugget tray, strip tray, mac and cheese tray, fruit tray, pick it. The wrap tray, cool wrap tray, pick it. Those are available by calling 297-1266 for the national championship tonight, or the AFC NFC championship this weekend. If you're going to have the gang over to watch Seattle and the Rams, or the Patriots and the Bills, it's on Sunday. Get you a tray. They got the reheating instructions. Pick it up on Saturday. Call 297-1266. Pick it up on Saturday, reheat it, and have it ready to go on Sunday at, 3:30. Here it is right here, 3:30. Yep, 3 o'clock and 6:30 on Sunday for the national championship. Happy birthday to Dolly Parton. Happy birthday to my granddaughter. She is 20 today. So she shares her birthday with Dolly, who's turned 80 and still going strong. She has a new song coming out. This woman gives to everybody. So she has a song coming out with some of the country music stars now. And the proceeds will go to help There's a hospital in Nashville that does pediatric cancer and pediatric cancer research and treats kids with pediatric cancer. And so Dolly's recording a song, and the proceeds, she don't need the money. She's 80 years old and loaded, to say the least. And so, and she, you know, and I'm not saying that sarcastically. She just has enough money. She doesn't need it. And so she wants to give it. She's given all of her life. We talked just Friday about the Imagination Library, Carter County, and that's a book reading program that goes all over the country. And so every child from newborn to 5 years old gets a new book every month in the mail. So it's called the Imagination Library. Dolly Parton, so she does so many things for so many people. A lot of it behind the scenes we don't know about. But the latest is this song she's recorded. I can't remember the name of the song, but it's one of her old, I want to say Light of the World, but that doesn't sound right. It's one of her earlier songs from her catalog of music. And she turns 80 today. And so she's going to devote the proceeds from this song to the Pediatric Cancer Hospital. Don't know it by name, but it's in Nashville. And so, which is a very honorable and very cool thing to do. She does it all the time. She personifies, in my opinion, Matthew 25:40, which says, as you've done to the least of these, my brethren, you've done it to me. So when she helps these kids with pediatric cancer, it's like she's helping the good Lord himself. That's the way I take it, in the literal sense of that Bible verse. So anyway, she's a birthday girl today. She's 80. And yesterday, Richard Van Huss had a birthday, our director of schools. So happy birthday early for next year, Mr. Van Huss, who helps me in the ball games, football season. And my granddaughter's having a birthday today. She is the big 2-0. So, and bought her something Friday. Of course, I shouldn't tell. She's not. That's all right. She didn't know what she got yet. She's going to open it later. So I bought her something from the Eagle Center on Friday. And she'll love it. Tammy helped me pick it out. We had a blast out at the Eagle Center. She's awesome. All right, quick break. We'll play the Eagle Center. And we'll get ready to get out of here. We are live here again at Chick-fil-A Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, great antique store. Why come shop at the Eagle Center?
We just have so many unique things that tell a story, that add character to your home and conversation, and there's something new to look at every single day. Every time you come in, you won't see the same thing twice, and it's just a good place to shop for those unique gifts.
What's the saying you always use, the cliche?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
That's it.
We have a building full of things that are just dying to tell stories.
Absolutely. 2 floors, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day.
That's right.
And you have gift cards too, right?
We have gift cards available.
Yep. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, and shop at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Thank you, Tom.
From Physical Therapy Services, one of our great sponsors. You work with pediatrics at PTS. Tell me about that.
I do not. I work with pediatric athletes, but yes, we do pediatric at 1500 in the medical care building. That's when they work with people that they're developmentally delayed, where they're having a hard time walking, crawling, that kind of thing. Also Down syndrome, autism, all of that. And so they work, PT and OT work in conjunction with each other to help these kids get back to normal life.
Something that they treat a lot more than I realized, headaches. A lot of folks come in with headaches and you help them. Tell me about that.
Yep. So headaches can come from the neck. It can come from, you can have vertigo and headaches and that kind of thing. So what we do is we do an evaluation, see if we can kind of pinpoint where those headaches are coming from, either refer them out if they need other help from like an ENT or something like that, a migraine specialist, or if we think that we can help them, we'll treat their neck and whatever other issues that they have going along with that.
Social media, how do we find you?
We have Facebooks for the pediatric and the ortho clinics, and then you can either call us or find me on a sideline somewhere.
Dr. Aaron Kaiser, one of our great sponsors with Physical Therapy Services of Cyclone Football and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's wrap it up with a verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man hung on the cross. It says today we need to remind ourselves that the Lord is our shepherd and we're safe with him. The verse is 1 Corinthians 2:9 says, however, as it is written, However, as it is written, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love him. He has a future bright if you trust in him. There it is in the book. Don't put limits on a God who has no limits. With him, face your future unafraid because he is with you. You are never alone. Don't put limits on a God who has no limits. He can do anything. If he wants it, what is it? January the 19th at 1:25. He wants it to snow. Like, it'll start snowing. If he wants it to be 95 degrees, it'll be 95 degrees. If he wants it to go dark and stay dark for whatever he wants to do, he's God. We think we are, we ain't God. We think we are sometimes. We think but we're not. No sense, you know my point. We think we run the show. We don't run the show on a world basis, and we certainly don't run the show on an individual basis. No. He gives us every step, every heartbeat, everything. Every breath, it's all a gift from him. You don't think so, you are dead wrong, folks. You can go up to the hospital and ask any of them. They're up there in ICU or anybody that's dealing with some stuff. I mean, our own pastor said, I got to the point, he had a sermon a couple of years back where he said, I was starting to feel Travis Tritt sang 10 foot tall and bulletproof. He said, he put me on my back in the dark for 5 days in the hospital with COVID. Isolated from my family, from everybody, just in a room by myself for 5 days. I'm a pastor of a church. It's averaging 250, 300, 350 a Sunday. So I was in front of all those people, and then I'm down to laying on my back in the dark in a hospital room by myself. He said, he'll get your attention. I know Charles Stanley said that too. He said, if he wants to get your attention and let you know who's running the show, he'll get your attention and let you know who's running the show. He did with me last year. So it's, so if you think you're running it, you think you're in control, the Lord has a sense of humor and says, let me show you how this is going to work. If you got your life planned out without him in it, he'll say, let me show you how this works, because I'm running the show. Psalms 139:16, all your days were ordained before one of them came to be. He knew exactly. I'd be sitting there at 1:27 with his turtleneck on, his suit jacket, and his hat, talking to you about this very topic before I was ever born. That's the God we serve. Check it out, Psalms 139:16. All your days were ordained before one of them came to be. He knew tonight. I said this last week. It's true. He knows who's going to win that game tonight before they ever start playing football. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? God already knows. He knows everything. He's all-knowing. So it's pretty funny. We think we know. We don't know anything. It's all about him. And it says in Isaiah, my ways, not your ways. You're not going to know what I know. There you go. But you can fast forward, and I told some people this the other day. You can pick the game. Elizabeth opens up a Science Hill in August, opening game of the football season. God knows right now, pick it. At the 2:22 mark of the first quarter, he knows who has the ball. He knows what the score is. He knows what the play is going to be. That's the God we serve. He knows it all before it ever happens. He never sits up there and goes, I'll be a son of a gun. I didn't know that was going to happen. No. He runs it all, folks. It's a good way to end it. Thanks for watching the show. We will be back tomorrow at the Jeweler's Bench. Inside of a month of Valentine's Day. Got some great Valentine's Day ideas from the Jeweler's Bench, the only full-service, full-time jewelry store in Elizabeth and Carter County. They come from all over the place, come into the store. They sold stuff and sell stuff from Johnson City, Kingswood. They had a couple come and get their engagement rings from Knoxville. So for you out-of-towners, that's 100 miles down the road. As the folks come in, I was in there we go do a show there every month. Did a show there, and a couple came in from Kingsport. You know how many jewelry stores they pass between Kingsport and Elizabeth and Scads? There's a bunch just on Kingsport. Then you come through Johnson City before you get to Elizabeth. And so we'll be there tomorrow. They have lots to offer for Valentine's Day. So for guys and girls, or girls and guys. Plus, February is the first month is Amethyst. So coming up for Valentine's month. So anyway, we'll be there tomorrow broadcasting. I got a new set of guests, and we'll have a new basketball poll out tomorrow. Got a big basketball doubleheader tomorrow night against Tennessee High, so we'll tell you all about that. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Well, as we always close out the show, as Mom used to tell us every day, come down off the hill, catch that school bus. I had a, shared that story with some folks back up home and had a, school bus. Anyway, coming down, catch the school bus. She would tell us every morning, boys, bloom where you're planted. I love that. Bloom where you're planted. Bloom where you're planted. Make a difference. Bloom where you're planted. And I always tell you to win or lose, be a good sport. Saw a couple of them go bananas Saturday at the basketball game. A middle school JV basketball game. Watched them go bananas. I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. But the age of the group play, it makes no difference. People showing themselves. Crazy over a basketball game. Middle school. Walking out of the car in front of some folks, and everything, where you want to go eat? Because it's over. They get it. Leave it on the floor, give 120%. Move on. Officiating was terrible. Okay. The people who are always on the officials, I used to be one, used to get tickled with this. The ones that are on the officials are the ones that are in the physical shape. There's no way they get up and down the floor. Not all of them, but most of them are in physical shape that they couldn't get up and down the floor and make one call. But they're up there and screaming on in the stands. They're experts at the basketball game. So, just funny. So, anyway, thanks for watching the show. You never know who we're going to have. Today we had Randy on talking about the auditions for the Liberty Celebration. We had, who else do we have on the show? We had Axel Steins on. We had Brian Rickard on, the bowling coach, the number 2 ranked bowling team in the country, NAIA, the Milligan University women's bowling team, which is awesome. Gary Rowe got hung up at the church, couldn't make it today. So he's fired. He'll be back next week. So I think I got them all. And Jesse Storm Tracker Sacker was on. And Molly Hurley was on. Little Molly, she's sitting right over in the meeting. She was on too. So thanks for watching. See you back tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Monday. Indiana by 10 or less in the national championship. It's going to be a good ball game. See you tomorrow. We'll talk about it. So long from Chick-fil-A and Elizabeth and show number 2428. The Tom Daly Sports Show. The day we celebrate the 20th birthday of my granddaughter.